Good day and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, ngayon, i-discuss po natin ang ungrouped data, group data, at the same time ang ating standard deviations. So, first, let's have the ungrouped data. So, meron tayong problem dito which is 1 out of 10. 10 is the highest. Rate how hard the social work statistics subject is. So, dito, is nagtanong kami sa ating mga client kung gaano sila nahihirapan sa ating social work statistics. So, nag-rate ang ating mga client 1 out of 10, which is 10 is the highest. So, meron kaming 10 client na interview. So, ang client namin is nagbigay ng 6, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 10, 9, and 10. So, first is isosolve natin ang ating mean. So, remember ha, this is ungrouped data. So, ang mean is, mayroon tayong, ito ang formula ng ating mean. We have the summation of xi over n. So, first is, i-add lang natin yung na-collect natin na data. We have 6, andoon yung 6, plus 6, andoon ulit yung 6, plus 5, andoon yung 5, then hanggang ma-add natin lahat ng data na nag-gather natin from our client. So, 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 10 plus 9 plus 10 is equals to 71. So, nakuha na natin yung sum ng ating data. So, itong 10 naman na ito is nakuha natin kung gaano karami yung population na in-interview natin. So, itong 10 na ito is galing siya sa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Meaning to say, 10 client yung in-interview natin. So, ibig sabihin, ang population natin is 10. So, i-copy lang natin yung 10 na ating populations. So, 71 divided by 10 is equals to 7.1. So, meaning to say, ang ating mean is 7.1. So, 7.1 out of 10 na client is ibig sabihin is nahihirapan sila sa subject na social work statistics. So, ngayon, proceed naman tayo sa median. So, sa pag-solve naman ng median, we should arrange the gathered data from lowest to highest or from highest to the lowest. So, nakadepende po yan sa inyo kung saan ang uunahin ninyo. From the lowest to highest or from highest to lowest. Kasi pwede rin natin makuha ang ating median kung magsisimula tayo sa highest. So, dito sa binigay ko is sisimulan natin sa lowest to highest. So, we have the 5 kasi andoon yung 5, yun yung pinaka-lowest natin. And 5 kasi mayroon ulit tayong 5 andoon. And 6, we have tatlo yung 6 natin. 1, 2. So, may grammatically error dito sa pag-type ko. So, sorry po. Ang tatlo pala is the 5. 5 pala yung tatlo. So, 5 ito siya class ha. So, 5. And we have the 7, 8, 9, and we have the 2, 10. So, kapag na-arrange natin yung data natin, is kukunin natin yung pinaka-center. Kasi from the word median, yung center yung kukunin natin. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 na data is ang kalahati niyan is itong 6 and 7. Since dalawa ang ating center or ang ating median, is ang gagawin lang naman natin is i-add natin itong dalawang ito. 6 plus 7 is equals 13 divided by 2 is equals to 6.5. So, ganun po siya makuha yung ating median. So, now, let us proceed to the mode. So, dito naman sa mode is ikakopy lang natin yung data natin doon sa taas. We have the 6, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 10, 9, and 10. So, kung titignan natin yung data, is hahanapin natin dyan yung may parehong rate or may parehong number na binigay ng ating client. So we have the 6, dalawang client ang nagbigay ng 6, and the 5, of course, tatlo ang nag-rate ng 5, and then also dalawa ang nag-rate ng 10. So ibig sabihin, tatlong numbers ang naulit na rate ng ating client. So we have the 5, 6, and 10. So tatlo ang ating modal. So kapag tatlo ang ating modal, is ang mailalagay natin is the trimodal. So ngayon, naintindihan na natin kung paano isolve ang ungroup data. So ngayon, proceed naman tayo sa group data. So sa pag-solve ng group data, is ito yung mahirap compared doon sa ungroup data. So we have here the problem. The group 9 conduct a survey each group of Bachelor of Science in Social Work 2, A and B, on how many students understood perspiciously the social work statistics subject. The data was grouped into how many students each group understood perspiciously the social work statistics subject. So dito is nag-gather kami ng nag-interview kami sa bawat group from group 1 to group 9 ng social work set A, and the group 1 to group 5 ng social work set B. So ito yung mga information na nakuha namin kung gaano or ilan sa bawat group ang naiintindihan nila ng maayos or namamaster na nila yung social work statistics na pinag-aaralan natin. So ngayon, we have group data here. So, mayroon tayong 1 to 3 group, 4 to 5 na group, 7 to 9 group, 10 to 12 group, and 13 to 15 group. So, sa group 1 to 3, ang nakuha namin na tao or students na namamaster na nila yung social work statistics formula or subject is 8 students. The group 4 to 6 is 11 students. Group 7 to 9 is 7 students. Group 10 to 12 is 10 students. And group 13 to 15 is 7 students. So ngayon, the first one is kukunin natin yung kanyang mean. So ang formula ng mean sa group data is we have the x sub bar is equal the summation of fxm over n. So, ang x sub bar, ang ibig sabihin yan is mean. Ang f natin, itong f dito is the frequency. And ang x natin is the midpoint. Ang summation of fxm is the sums of the product of the frequency. And ang n natin is the total frequency. So ngayon, nakuha na natin yung formula ng mean. So ngayon, isa-substitute natin yung nakuha natin na information or data sa ating mga client. So, we have here. So, di ba, ito yung kanina na binigay natin. Given na ito siya, itong group and ang ating frequency. So, para makuha natin ang ating XM or ang tinatawag na midpoint is i-add lang natin itong 1 plus 3 is equals to 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. 4 plus 6 is equals 10 divided by 2 is 5. 7 plus 9 is equals to 18. 16 rather. 16 divided by 2 is 18. 8 rather. And so on. So, nakuha na natin yung ating FXM. Para makuha naman ang ating FXM, is imo-multiply lang natin yung F natin, which is the frequency, at ang ating M. So we have XM rather. So we have the 8 times 2 is equals 16, 11 times 5 is equals to 55, 7 times 8 equals 56, 10 times 11 is 110, and we have the 7 times 14 is 98. So ngayon, the first thing that we gonna do is to add ang ating frequency. So 8 plus 11 plus 7 plus 10 plus 7 is equals 43. So yan ang ating total population. So ang FXM naman natin, or the summation of FXM, is 335. I-add lang natin ang lahat ng numbers na nandito sa ating FXM. So ngayon, nakuha na natin yung N, which is the population, and the FXM. So ngayon, is-substitute natin. Using this formula of the mean, is isa-substitute natin. So ang FXM natin is we have the 335. So ang N natin, we have the, or the populations, is the 43. So ayun, doon natin nakuha yung 43. So ngayon, 335 divided by 43 is equals to 7.790. Or i-round off natin yan is magiging 8. So ibig sabihin, out of 15 groups is only 8 groups lang yung may maraming nakakaintindi sa, or nakaka-masters doon sa formula or the statistics na subject. So ngayon, nakuha na natin yung ating mean sa ating group data. So let us proceed sa median. So sa pag-solve naman ng median is we have here the formula, the X, and mayroon siyang sign na ganyan, and LBMC plus N minus 2 over CF minus CF rather over FMC and times the I, or the interval. So nandito yung ibig sabihin ng mga symbols na nandito sa ating formula. We have here the median. LBMC is the lower boundary of the median class. The CF is the cumulative frequency before the median class. And the I is the size of the class interval. So since nakuha na natin yung ating formula, is let's substitute. So ngayon, ito again, ito yung given na given sa ating problem. So we have the group and the frequency. So ang hahanapin naman natin ngayon is the CF, or the cumulative frequency, and the LB, or the lower boundary. So para makuha ang ating CF is mag-focus tayo sa ating F, then sa pinaka baba. Itong 7, then ikakopy lang natin yung 7. Then 7 plus 10 is 17. 17 plus 7 is 24. 24 plus 11 is 35. 35 plus 8 is 43. So nakuha na natin yung ating CF, or the cumulative frequency. Ang lower boundary naman is magbe-base lang tayo dito sa ating given na data, which is dito, itong group na binigay is magma-minus lang tayo ng 0.5. So dito, we have, dito lang tayo titingin sa 1. 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. 4 minus 0.5, 3.5. 7 minus 0.5 is 6.5. 10 minus 0.5 is 9.5. 13 minus 0.5 is 12.5. So ngayon, nakuha na natin yung ating lower boundary. So para naman matukoy natin or ma-highlight natin kung saan tayo magbe-base ng ating median is gagamitin lang natin yung formula na ito, which is the N minus 2. So ang N minus 2 natin, we have ang N natin is 43. and given na po yung 2. So since ang ating n is 43, let's substitute. 43 divided by 2 is equals to 21.5. So hahanapin natin ngayon itong 21.5 kung saan siya malapit na numbers at sa ating CF. Dito na naman tayo magbibase sa ating CF. Saan siya malapit na numbers? Sa kanyang high numbers ng result ng ating n divided by 2. So since 21 yan, hindi siya pwede sa 7 kasi maliit ang 7. Hindi siya pwede sa 17 kasi mas maliit ang 17. So ito siya sa ating 24 kasi yan yung kasunod niya na mataas na numbers. So ngayon, i-highlight lang natin lahat ng data or numbers na nasa 24 na cumulative frequency. So ngayon, para makuha ang ating CF, ang sabi doon, ang CF is yung sa baba ng cumulative, ang cumulative frequency natin is yung sa baba ng na-highlight natin. And 17 ang ating CF. Kasi kung matatandaan ninyo, ang CF is the cumulative frequency before median class. So, before median class yung nakalagay dyan. So, ibig sabihin, before median class is ito ang CF natin. So, ang ating FMC is 7. And ang ating LBMC is the 6.5. So, ngayon, ito yung formula kung paano natin isosolve yung median. So, we have the LBMC plus n minus 2 minus CF over FMC and times interval. So, since nakuha na natin yung ating LBMC na 6.5, so let's substitute the 6.5 and then ang n natin is 43. So, we have the 43 and given na yung 2 minus ang CF natin is 17. And then, over ang FMC natin is 7. Andoon siya nakuha. And then, ang interval natin is 3. So, para, by the way class, ang pagkuha ng interval is yung pagitan po ng numbers na nandito sa ating groups. So, ang pagitan po ng 1 to 3 is 3, ang 4 to 6 is 3, 7 to 9 is 3, 10 to 12 is 3, and 13 to 15 is 3. So, yun ang tinatawag na interval. So, 3 ang ating interval. So, ngayon, proceed naman tayo. So, bring down natin ang 6.5 na ating LBMC kasi sa pag-solve ng ganitong numbers class is gagamit tayo ng PEMDAS or the parentheses equation, exponent rather, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So since mayroon pa tayong parentheses na nakalagay dyan, is unay natin yung parentheses. So 43 divided by 2 is 21.5 minus 17. Copy and copy the denominator na 7 and copy the interval na 3. So, copy again the 6.5 plus 21.5 minus 17 is 4.5. Copy the denominator and copy the interval na 3. And bring down the 6.5 plus 4.5 times 3 is 13.5 and i-copy lang natin yung 17. Pero, some of yung iba naman is ang inuuna niya is 4.5 divided by 7 times 3, which is pwede rin yun kasi same result lang din naman. So, ang ginamit ko dito is 4.5 times 3 is equals 13.5 and copy the 7. So, bring down the 6.5 plus ang 13.5 divided by 7 is 1.928. So, 6.5 plus 1.928 is 8.428. So, kung titignan natin, ang ating median at saka ang ating mean is almost same result lang sila. So, ibig sabihin, 8.428 8.428 or 8 na lang, kung iano lang na, kung what we call this, i-round off natin yan, is 8 above is, 8 above out of 15 groups is fully understood the social work statistics, and 8 below is cannot understand perspiciously the subject social work statistics. So, ngayon, nakuha na natin yung ating median. So ngayon, proceed naman tayo sa ating mode. So sa mode natin, andito ulit yung ating given data. We have the group and the frequency. And i-copy lang natin yung lower boundary na sinolve natin sa median. So ang lower boundary natin is, yan yung, ito is magma-minus lang tayo ng 0.5. 0.5 minus 0.5 minus 0.5. So ito yung ating lower boundary. So ito naman yung formula ng pagkuha ng mode. So we have x na may sign na ganyan is equals to LBMC plus D1 over D1 plus D2 and the interval. So andito rin yung mga ibig sabihin ng mga nasa formula natin. So andito yung ibig sabihin niya. We have the x na may sign na ganyan is the mode. D1 is the difference between the frequency of the model class and the frequency of class below it. Ang D2 is the difference between the frequency of the model class and the frequency of class above 8. So, let's substitute the formula. So, sa pagkuha pala guys ng para ma-highlight natin yung mode natin is dito tayo magbe-base sa frequency kung saan yung may pinakamataas, the highest frequency. So since ito ang ating frequency, ang pinaka-highest frequency natin is the 11. So lahat ng nasa 11 is i-highlight lang natin. So since na-highlight na natin yung ating highest frequency, is substitute natin. Ang LBMC natin is dito yan siya. So which is 3.5. So, andito yung 3.5. So, ang D1 naman natin, para makuha natin yung D1 at saka D2, kasi nandun yun sa formula, is ito siya. Ang D1 natin is, from this, is ma-minus natin yung sa baba niya na 7. So, 11 minus 7 equals 4. Then, ang D2 natin is 11 minus 8 is, ito, 11 minus 8 is 3. So, nakuha na natin yung ating D1 at saka D2. So, i-substitute natin. Ang D1 natin is 4. Then, over ang D1, 4 again, kasi andun yung D1. And plus D2, ang D2 natin is 3. And ang interval natin is 3. So, i-add lang natin yung 4 plus 3 is 7. Then, copy. And then, copy, bring down the 3.5 plus 4 times 3 is 12 over 7. So, again, pwede dito tayo mauna sa 4 divided by 7 times 3. So, kasi pareho din yung magiging result niya dito. So, 12 divided by 7 is, we have the 1.714. So, 3.25 plus 1.714 is 5.214. So, ibig sabihin, the group 5 understood perspiciously the social work statistics subject. Kasi kung titignan natin, yung result natin dito na 5 is below siya dito. So, below siya dito sa 4, group 4 to 6. So, kung titignan natin, sila din yung may highest frequency. So, doon natin malalaman or ma-check yung tama yung pag-solve natin. So ngayon, nakuha na natin yung paano mag-solve ng group and ungroup data. So, let us proceed naman sa standard deviations. So, sa standard deviations, is same lang ng problem yung doon sa ungroup data na ginamit ko. So, we have ang data given natin is 6, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 10, 9, 10. So, first is ito yung formula ng standard deviation. So, we have the SD, the standard deviations, square root of the summation of xi minus m, or the mean squared and over the population. So, since andoon yung mean sa ating formula, is the first thing we gonna do is to solve the mean first. So, para makuha natin yung mean, is i-add lang natin lahat ng numbers or given data. So, we have the 6, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 10, 9, 10. So, i-add lang natin yan. 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 10 plus 9 plus 10 is equals to 71. Over, ang 10 naman na ito is ito yung ating population. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Over 10. So, 71 minus divided by 10 is equals to 7.1. So, since nakuha na natin yung ating mean. Since nakuha na natin yung mean, is i-substitute na natin. So, ang xi natin is itong mga given data dito. So, the first thing is 6. Andoon yung 6 minus 7.1. Ang 7.1 is yung ating mean. And then, squared. Given na po yung formula na squared is plus, again, ang 6 is andoon yung 6. Doon natin nakuha yung 6. Minus 7.1 yung mean natin. And squared plus 5. Ang 5 naman is andoon sa given data. And minus 7.1 na ating mean. And squared and so on. Pare-pareho lang yan. I-minus lang natin yung ating mean sa ating given na data. So, since na-minus na substitute na natin, is the first thing is ima-minus natin. 6 minus 7.1 is negative 1.1. 6 minus 7.1 is negative 1.1. And 5 minus 7.1 is negative 2.1. So, lahat yan i-subtract natin or i-minus natin. And then, the next one is square root na natin. We have the negative 1.1 squared is 1.1. So, sa pag-calculate ng ganito guys, is kailangan isali natin yung open and close parentheses. Kasi kung hindi natin yan isasali, is possible na hindi siya makuha yung tamang result. Kasi kung hindi natin include ang open and close parentheses, is magiging negative ito siya. So, kailangan very important na malagay natin yung open and the close parentheses. So, negative 1.1 squared is 1.21 and lahat ng numbers na nandito is squared lang natin yan. So, nakuha na natin yung square root ng bawat numbers na nandito. So, the next one is i-add lang natin yung lahat ng result. I-add lang natin 1.1 plus 1.21 plus 4.41 and so on. So, i-add lang natin yan. We have the 36.9 over 10. And 36.9 over divided by 10 is 3.69. So, ang square root ng 3.69 is 1.920. So, dito naman is, ito na yung ating standard deviation, which is the 1.920. So, kung titignan natin, 1 out of 7. 7 ang ating standard, ang ating mean rather. So, 7 ang ating mean, 7.1. Tapos, ang ating standard deviation is 1.92. So, ibig sabihin, napakalayo ng agwat ng 1 to 7. So, ibig sabihin, kapag malayo yung agwat ng result ng ating standard deviation sa ating mean is kalat-kalat yung data na binigay. So, kung titignan natin, is talagang kalat-kalat talaga yung data na binigay ng ating mga client kasi kung susuriin natin, mayroong nagbigay ng 6, we have 5, we have 7, we have 5, so kalat masyado yung data na binigay. So kapag ang standard deviation natin is malapit lang doon sa ating mean, so ibig sabihin closer or hindi kalat masyado yung data or almost pare-pareho lang yung ratings na binigay ng ating mga client. So doon natin malalaman kung kalat ba yung data na sinolve natin is kapag magkalayo yung ating mean at saka ang ating result sa standard deviation. So yun lamang po ang part ng aming report. Thank you for listening and watching. God bless for all of you.